Hey, first grade, we're going to start our vocabulary words. This could be found on pages 94 and 95, and this is going to be for our Open Court Reading Book, Book 2, our story, Our Trip to Washington, D.C., which starts on page 72. We're going to start with our first vocabulary word, and that word is archives. Archives are a place where public documents are kept. And if you look in this first picture, you can tell archives have been around for a while, huh? Yeah, that's in Egypt from a long, long time ago. Archives look a little bit different now. This is a picture of a woman in an archive, and archives can actually be very, very big, as seen in this picture. Our next word is challenges. A challenge is something that is hard to do. How many of you have ever been on one of these before? Yeah, that's a rock climbing wall, and it's a challenge to get up the wall, isn't it? It's pretty hard to do. This picture is of Miss Stam climbing a real rock. You could imagine that would be much more challenging. And lastly, some of you, it's a challenge to read. This means you're going to have to keep working at it for a long, long time until it's no longer a challenge. Our next word is declaration. A declaration is an official announcement. How many of you think of an official announcement like I do? Yeah, a king announcing some sort of declaration or decree for his land. Here's a picture of our president making a declaration that, well, all of us need to stay home and stay safe. Our next word is equality. Equality means being equal or having the same rights as somebody else. I know from this picture that all of these kids have their arm around each other, meaning they're all equals. In fact, the reason that I know they're all equals is because the Bible tells us we're all equals. Yeah, we were all made in the image of God. And we're all image bearers of a God who loves us and deeply, deeply cares for us. God the Father, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit, they're all equals because they're all God. And our next vocabulary word is the word figure. A figure is a person who is regarded in a very specific way. Let me help you understand what this means. How would you treat, say, your younger brother or your younger sister? Okay, you might treat them a little bit different than you would treat, say, your parents. That's because you regard your parents in a specific way as opposed to how you regard your siblings. Do you treat Mr. Russell the same way you treat your parents? No. Would you treat the president the same way you treat your little brother or little sister? No. That's because this person has been regarded in a very specific way. Our next word is memorial. A memorial is something that honors a person who has died, or a memorial serves as a reminder of an event where people died. Our first picture is of a memorial. You can tell it's a memorial because you can see the casket, you can see everybody in black and they all look sad, but they're honoring this person who died by showing up and paying tribute to them. This picture is a memorial to represent an event, a war that took place where people died, and this memorial is going to remind us of the great cost that people gave to keep us safe. A memorial is very different than a monument, which is our next word. A monument is a building or statue that honors a person or an event. The Washington Monument is very, very tall. It's going to be hard to not see that very, very tall monument. And that's for a reason. It's because this building is going to honor George Washington, our first president. What about this monument? Yeah, that's Mount Rushmore. They carved the faces of some really brilliant men who helped our country in the early years. And this monument is more of a statue that honors both the people and the events that took place in their lives. Our last word is the word vault. A vault is a locked room where money or valuables are kept. In this picture, you can see some guards guarding a vault. There must be something important inside. Maybe something like this. Wow, yeah. Vaults are hard to get into because there's a lot of valuable things inside them. Here's my challenge. You only have 5 minutes to clean the entire house. Go, go, go!